So we are talking about infinity, okay? Would you like to join me? No? You'd like to go there? Okay. No, there are many types of infinities, mathematically, okay? Depends how you count, you add things up and so forth. But to make it simple, I would just say two. You condense them into two. Countable and uncountable. The uncountable infinity, it means you don't see the beginning, you don't see the end, you cannot split it, you cannot count segments. Yes? The countable infinity is when you can really go 1, 2, 3, 4, you go the segments on one side to infinite, and on that side -1, -2, -3, -4 at infinite. So the countable one is still infinite, but you can see the segments. You can move between the segments. You see? So that's very important. Now, you were talking about, again, infinities and cosmology, And again, we were talking before, and it's important to know that in physics, in cosmology, infinities can mean many things. And unfortunately, many cosmologists just confuse people, throwing that word and people not understanding it, okay? So one cosmological infinity, it means that there are all kind of combination of particles that can be creating all kind of matter and conditions. Another type of infinity that is used in cosmology is 2 points, and you keep on breaking, cutting in between and cut deeper and deeper and deeper. You create fractals, it's called, in mathematics, and you can go on at infinitum. So our universe has the possibility to do that. Another infinity is like the eternal inflation. It means there is a Big Bang, yes, the universe expands, then there is another Big Bang somewhere else, and there is another expansion, and then another Big Bang. So it keeps on expanding forever. So sometimes we go and we say the universe is infinite, but there is still a kind of a beginning, a Big Bang that then through the other. Now, my favorite infinity, yes, is the inflationary multiverse, which simply means, are you with me? Are you not? I'm not confusing you. Yeah, okay. That there is a quantum vacuum. We explained that there is this quantum energy as the base for all life. That's infinite. Okay, that's eternal because there are no parts as such. It is uncountable. You see, that is the matrix, of life. You want to say that?
But has it got any intelligence?
We'll go into that. So within this matrix, infinite matrix, then there are quantum fluctuations. We spoke already in a few other videos, so I'm not going to go into that. People can view those. But there are those quantum fluctuations which again create concentric waves which create universes. Okay? So that's another type of infinity. Sometime you were mentioning, some people, they use the word infinite when they talk about the Planck epoch of the Big Bang. The very, the time where is a nanosecond, that very quick opening period. Now, because that very dot, that opened up in the Big Bang, you can't almost not measure it. It's where they say where all the laws of physics break down because it's just one unified field, So they say it's infinite energy or, infinite mass, whatever term you can use. So sometimes you use that. So I think it's very important for cosmologists not to keep on throwing that word around, because it only creates confusion, and it's very important to understand, So the base of life, of all existence, is infinite. Well, there is a good supposition, yes? It's a good hypothesis, okay? It's not a belief, but a lot of research leads us to that. So the subtractum of life is infinite, in which infinities happen. You know, big bangs happen, they dissipate, and they come back and so forth. Has it clarified a little bit?
Yes.
Is there...
I'm happy about the matrix.
Yeah.
What about the intelligence? Is there some kind of will or intelligence that's making decisions?
Okay, all right. So the problem here is that we have to understand what we mean by consciousness. Yeah, because intelligent, consciousness.
Oh, okay, I just said intelligence. but
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, I'm just saying that they both correlate. Yes. Now, Michio Kaku, my favorite cosmologist, said something very important. He said, "What is consciousness?" Now, because there are many definitions, like there are many definitions of infinity, there are many definitions of consciousness, isn't there? Okay. Now, what he says is consciousness is our capabilities, the capability to interact with the ambient around you, you know, to be able to respond. Yes? You know, so you're really alive. You are receiving data, you are giving data, you know. So this ability to respond and interact with your environment, he calls it consciousness.
Everything.
Yeah. Well done. Thank you very much. But he says there are levels of consciousness. Yes. So in a way, without getting mystical, stones which are made of electrons, of protons, have consciousness because electrons are reacting all the time, are interreacting with the atmosphere, with life and so forth. There might not be self-awareness. I am
think what most
reacting.
people think about
Yes, so we have to explain things step by step and clearly. Yes. So then you go to a higher level and you have vegetation consciousness, you know, plant life. They are reacting very much, you know, there is photosynthesis, they are creating, they are eliminating, they are growing, they are procreating, so far. Then you go to human consciousness, okay? I, that is the first part. Then you are really aware of you as a separate entity, but is also in a way though quite an imperfect consciousness because you are angry, you can be cruel, you can be very insensitive, besides the good things. You know, we can know things, but we can be also very ignorant. Yeah? So now we go to the question, cosmically, in the overall, is there consciousness? And what's that consciousness? That would be the fourth kind, okay? So it gets a little bit philosophical here, but we have done very serious science, so we'll have a little bit of philosophy. And what that means, the problem is that we want to ascribe to this fourth consciousness, you know, or divinity, what Einstein said, the worst of human attributes. He gets angry, he shouts, he fights, he punishes, you know. That is not higher consciousness. That is human consciousness at its worst, which is projected, you know. So as a person who likes Spinoza, as Einstein did, or some Eastern schools of philosophy, what to me that consciousness is the harmonies that happen towards it. In the quantum vacuum is all possibilities are there, because you can create infinite universes with infinite possibilities of life and so forth. All that is within that quantum vacuum. Right. Okay, so there's that marvelous, you know, infinite possibility. You are smiling. Yeah. Doesn't it make you feel wonderful to feel that, rather than a person with a trident ready to strike you down? So that's why I've meditated for 50 years. When I meditate, that's what I meditate upon, you know. And then all these possibilities expand, you know, in multitudes of ways, in all sorts of relationships, you know. If you look at the universe, it's all constants and symmetries, you know, along with chaos. You have great chaos, and then a new symmetry comes out of it, you know. So the universe is very much, in a way, alive, responding, creating, you see. So that, to me, is higher consciousness. You know, not a person.